everyone, and welcome back to Galway Downs. Today we look forward to bringing you coverage of the CIC 3-star dressage and show jumping phases here of competition. Deborah Rosen, the Alchemist, putting in a great test here, getting really good words of praise from your coach, Andrea Pfeiffer. And Debbie, you and your longtime partner here, getting ready to go back to Rolex again. And just tell me about your thoughts on the test today here.
I'm pleased with everything he gives me. He gave me his all today, and well, you know, Frankie, it's been a long road, so I hold my breath till the rain back. But he really, he's turned over a new leaf. I think we've really turned a corner, at least in the flat work, and I was happy.
Certainly seemed one of the most relaxed tests that we've seen him, and Al looking really happy with himself here. So have you had a chance to walk the course yet?
I have, and it's a beast. I love it. It's, you know, my goal to get around nicely. The water here is usually a challenge for us, so I chose this event as our last run for a purpose. You know, if we get around, then we've earned the right to go back to Rolex, and if we don't, it's, you know, it's fine. Save it for another day. But that's my plan.
Here, as a rider prepping a horse for Rolex, a horse that you know so well, fitness-wise, with everything, do you make the choice to go for the time and kind of see where you're at fitness-wise, or do you hold back a little and maybe save it for Kentucky?
That's sort of it's a complicated question for me, because I've been very, very conservative, and I think that has been conservative in my speed. And I think that's been one of the root causes of our issues. So if I ride him in the proper pace and I don't tug on him, he actually will make time without me actually trying to make time. So I need to put in that ride. Whether or not we make time is irrelevant to me. I just can't. You know, they jump if you stop pulling on them. I've really learned that, hopefully. All
right, well, last year's Woodside CIC 3-star winners here, Deborah Rosen and the Alchemist, and we'll look very forward to watching them compete here the rest of the weekend at Galway Downs. We're here now with Avery Clinic and In It to Win It. And Avery, tell us a little bit about this horse and kind of the partnership you two have.
Well, I've had Winston for about 6 years, and we have come up from training to 3-star together. When I bought him, he had done a 1-star, so we've accomplished a lot together, and I really enjoy riding him. And I was lucky enough this week to ride in the USCF training sessions with David O'Connor, and I think that really reflected in my test.
Well, as a young rider, just the experience of being here back at Galway Downs, you've ridden on the West Coast a little bit, but kind of have traveled all around the country lately, and being back here at Galway, and some of your favorite things about getting to be at this venue.
Well, I love all the people, and I love the cross country. It's a great course. I ran the 1-star here in 2011, the CIC, and it just keeps improving, and the venue's just a really great venue. They're doing a great job with it, and I'm excited I get to be here.
Well, good luck this weekend, Avery Clinic, and In It to Win It.
Thank you.
I'm here now with Jennifer McFall and High Times, as well as her daughter Taylor. And Jen, first just walk us through a little bit this test here. This is a horse you've obviously had a very long time, have a great partnership with, and he's very animated in the ring.
He is. He's definitely expressive. We're trying to work on getting his hind end to match the front a little more. So we might get him a little more animated for a while, but I think in the end it's the right move for him.
All right, well, you're yourself very into breeding, and so with all these horses in the 3-star, do you kind of take a look at that? You guys have a really successful breeding program now at Dragonfire Farm, and just tell me a little bit about kind of that and how maybe the 3-star division and your competitors and the horses you see impact the choices you guys make breeding-wise.
I'm very interested in everyone's bloodlines in the upper levels. I'm sure I annoy everyone to no end because I ask over and over what everyone's lines are. But yes, absolutely. Certainly the horses that are at the top, they're there for a reason, and breeding comes into it. So we try to mimic those bloodlines in our program.
All right, well, Taylor, tell me a little bit about getting to watch your mom in the 3-star division, and your mom and dad are both really big time riders, and you ride yourself too. So how exciting is it to get to be here at Galway and see your mom jump these huge fences that you wish to jump someday too?
Well, it's really, really exciting, and it's kind of a little bit scary because I feel like I have a lot to live up to.
Well, you guys just had a new baby, I understand, a new foal at your farm, and you got to name him?
His name is Ozzy, named after Ozzy Osbourne.
All right, and your goal as a rider someday?
To be like my parents.
All right, well, thanks so much, and we look forward to watching you cheer your parents on this weekend. Your mom, Jen, riding obviously in the 3-star division, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, Frankie.
Thanks, Frankie.
Lauren Billies, you'll start off going into show jumping in second place after a really nice dressage test today, and this mare and you have quite a terrific partnership. You are usually one to watch in the show jumping phase, and it will be a very tricky show jump course here in the CIC 3-star, so just discuss with me kind of your game plan going in, knowing your horse as well as you do.
Yeah, it suits her to have the show jumping after the dressage, so we'll see how it goes. I rode the course already on my 1-star horse, and it rides pretty forward. There are a couple course changes, so hopefully it will suit our style, but we'll just go out there and do what we practice.
You had another lovely score and another good test with Ginger today, so just, you know, overall your impression of that test and what you'll look to kind of improve on later in the season with it as well.
Yeah, she was really good today, really rhythmic and harmonious and quiet, and so I've really been working on staying relaxed in my dressage test, and I felt like that carried over to her work. So I guess just improving on that. I haven't gotten my test back yet, but I felt really good about it, so I know that it was the test A, so probably I'll do the test B later, which will have more lateral movement, so I'll work on that.
All right, well, like you said, you've already had the pleasure of being in this show to bring one time today. You will go in again in second place on Ginger, and we look very forward to watching you show jump this course. A big course, tricky course, and if anyone can get it done, hopefully it'll be Lauren Billies over here next to me. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm here now with Barb Crabo. Barb, you're sitting in 4th and 5th place going into today's show jumping round, and on your brilliant horses, your homebreds, and just tell everyone a little bit about these two horses.
They are so different. They look exactly alike, but they're just really, really different. And it's funny because the Over Easy, she's a very fancy mover to look at, but she's not like really sharp, especially with her hind legs. And I always think that I'm having this really brilliant test. I'm like, wow, I've already beat her, and he doesn't move very well. But she's coming along. When she's in a couple years, she's gonna be so much stronger and be able to use her hind end so much better. So it'll come, and Reddy's just at the age of 15. He's finally getting broke and coming into his own, and you know he's not a brilliant mover, but he can sure be obedient when he wants to be. And so I'm thrilled with both of them today. Absolutely thrilled.
Having had both these horses since day one, what does it mean to you to be here in a 3-star? And do you ever kind of stop and think to yourself, wow, these are horses I brought all the way up, and they're pretty incredible?
It's the best feeling in the world, and every once in a while I look at some of these riders that have a 4-star horse or even a 2-star horse handed to them, and I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I would have no clue. It's like, how do I ride this? And so I love the whole process. We have a 2-month-old filly at home, and she's just starting to get so sweet, and it's just the best watching them grow up and being the first one on their back and being the first one over a fence and being so excited when they actually pick up the canter without flipping their head in the air or trying to buck you off. And then to have them be here and go, wow, they can do all that. Because I mean, my 2-star horse, Lakety Split, I started her as well. I didn't have her when she was a baby, but I started her. And she's just, it's the same, it's such a great feeling.
Does it help you getting to ride that 2-star course and then kind of come here in the 3-star and know a little bit how it's riding?
Yeah, maybe a little, not so much. I really love the fact that I get to ride Everready first. Yeah. Because I know him so well, and he's just a fantastic show jumper. And so going in there on him gives me a little more confidence with Over Easy, who's just a little green and takes a lot more leg. And so it's just, and yeah, maybe it helped me a little bit on my 2-star horse, but I could tell it was gonna, they have a vertical combination going down the hill, and every oxer is going up the hill. It's like, you better have an adjustable horse with some good jump. So, but it's fun. It was fun out there.
All right, well, it will be fun to watch Barb Crabo show jump those two here in the 3-star division. And Barb, we certainly wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Deborah Rosen, we're yet to see a clear round yet. You almost got it done, just one rail down, and far better than a lot of the riders in the 3-star so far. But Al looking so rideable out there.
I can't believe it myself. I'm still in shock. He was such a good boy.
Well, this based on tomorrow, obviously, but this will probably be your last run before Kentucky if you choose to go. And so this show jumping, a very tough course, but it should be. And that course in Kentucky is very, very big. So coming off this, how do you feel?
I feel amazing. Are you kidding? I am so excited. He was fantastic, you know, and he was just amazing, Frankie. I'm so excited.
A good day. Al looks like at 15 he might be growing up a little bit.
Might be, but I'm still keeping my fingers crossed.
All right, well, we'll see you out there tomorrow. Good luck to you, Debbie, and the Alchemist.
Thank you, Frankie, very much.
Emily, living nonsensical, great ride here. The first one to jump clean in the 3-star division, and just tell us a very tricky track out there.
Yeah, it's pretty open. So it's a little hard to make the time, obviously. Really trying to stay up over my oxer so he doesn't hit it behind. He is like on one today, so I was just trying to hold on to him a little bit. But it's his first clear at advanced 3-star, so I'm stoked.
Well, a great place to get it done here. That will definitely move you guys up in the standings going into tomorrow's cross-country portion. And have you had a chance to look at that course?
Yeah, I have. It looks really good. Ian made it quite twisty at the top, or at the beginning.
A lot of things left to jump at the very end of it too.
Yeah, a lot of things. Technical, big, and it's gonna slow you down a bit.
All right, well, good luck tomorrow and congratulations, a great go today.
Thanks.
JM Dur, Esprit de la Dance, putting in a beautiful ride here in the 3-star competition. This is a new partner for you, and just a little history on this mare.
We got her from Waylon Roberts in June of last year. Waylon did a fabulous job producing her and bringing her along, and you know, we've just been really spending the last 9 months getting to know each other. We've been successful in the process, so it's been a lot of fun, but you know, quite a big test in there for her today, and she stepped right up to the plate. I couldn't be happier. You got inside the time. It's been very difficult to do that for these riders here. We've seen a few try, and they've had a lot of rails. As a result, you have just one rail down and a really beautiful ride. So your thoughts going into this course with the experience you have? Yeah, I played in the jumpers quite a bit last year, and not with this mare, with a former ride of mine, and had a lot of fun. And I kind of relied on that experience, also knowing the mare does jump a little better off of a more forward step. I relied on that, and actually the one rail we had was because I woed a little too much. So it happens, but she's just super. I mean, everything I ask of her, she's right there for me. So. Well, your owner, Ruth Blay, will be very happy with today for sure. And going into tomorrow, very hard course here in the 3-star division. It's going to be her first 3-star. So your thoughts on the course and what you'll need to do in order to be successful tomorrow? I think I'm going to have to kick. But aside from that, you know, I'm just going to have to listen to her. You know, go around and tell her if she needs to go slow and figure it out, or if she's ready to eat it for lunch. And either way, I hope to be right there for her and give her the best ride I can. So. All right, well, we'll definitely look forward to watching JM tomorrow, and certainly in the future, this mare will be one to watch. Congratulations on a great ride today. Thank you so much. Holly Bennett Atwood, another great ride on Gin and Juice, and Gin and Juice certainly one that does not have a shortage of fuel in her tank. But how much harder is it to ride her when you don't get to do cross country the day before? It makes a big difference with her, obviously. Like, she's a firecracker as it is, usually after running a 12-minute course. So to only do dressage in the morning, and I mean, I rode her twice and did a dressage test and rode her after, and she's still, you know, she loves this game, and it makes my job a little bit more difficult. Well, she's still putting in a beautiful ride, and even when she's that excited, to only just have one rail and make the time in a course that we haven't seen a clear round yet is pretty impressive. And heading to Rolex again with Gin and Juice, I mean, she's such a powerhouse. As you're saying, last year was such a big year for you guys there. And going back, what are you looking to do this time? I want to be competitive. You know, this will be our 4th time there. I think it's my 9th or 10th time. Like, you know, I'm not going there just to jump around anymore. And if I can get her head together and get a good score on day 1, like, I'm going to go. I'm going to go for the win. She deserves it, and we're ready. And this year being kind of the WEG year, obviously, you've been a team rider for so long now for Canada. And does that change kind of your plans with her a little, or does it just make anything different kind of from the start of the season for you? A little bit, you know, because in Canada we are lacking depth, obviously, in upper level horses, and they gave me the option of running Kentucky or not. And you know, I didn't do it in 2012 before the Olympics, and honestly it backfired on me a little because I didn't make it past fence 3 at the Olympics. So, you know, knock on wood, she's one of the soundest horses in the world, and she gets better the more I ride her. So, I need to practice. Like, if I'm going to go to Worlds to be competitive, I need to be able to go to Kentucky and do all the straight routes and get it done.
All right, well, we're excited to see you there, and we're definitely excited to see Gin and Juice kind of on home turf across the street from Kingsway tomorrow, so good luck to you two.
Thanks, Frankie.
KRISTI, NUNNIK, and R-Star, they will have one rail to add to their dressage score, which had them in first place. Will keep the lead going into tomorrow's cross country, and it will all come down to you. KRISTI NUNNIK will get to be the last one in the warm-up with our reverse order tomorrow. KRISTI, first, just thoughts on your show jumping here.
Well, I was really happy with how she jumped. I thought that was a really big course, and it doesn't actually look that way usually to me. I just took an inside turn and rode 2 backwards to a vertical and had one rail that had my name all over it.
You've been working with Ian Stark a little bit on your flat work, and tell us just, your dressage here was very, very good this morning. She's always so fancy and so fun to watch, but building your partnership over the years as you have, how fun was it to put in that test this morning, and your thoughts kind of on that before you head to Kentucky?
Well, it's been really nice. I had a dressage lesson with Ian in January, and then she went and did a beautiful dressage test at Fresno. She won the dressage at Twin Rivers with a 25, which is her lowest score to date. Came here, had 2 more lessons with him, and I was thrilled with her on my dressage. Again, I hosed up my changes, but he's just really helped me to get her more relaxed again and softer and back into a snaffle. And you know, he's just a true horseman, and I like those old guy horseman people. They can really help me.
Well, you'll definitely be one to watch at Rolex and one to watch tomorrow. As I said, they will jump tomorrow in reverse order of standing in the CIC 3-star division, which was so fun for the spectators and fans. And KRISTI, you've been here so many times now. This an old friend of yours right here, R-Star, certainly. And tomorrow, obviously, you'll be getting those jet power packs out and trying to go fast, I assume?
Yes, I am. I'm going to really try and accelerate away from the fences because I do have to take enough time to set her up to be safe with her because she's so bold, but we're going to really go for it afterwards. We're going to run away from them.
All right, well, we'll look forward to watching you here, and then you'll head back east when?
I actually leave a week from Monday to go with my other best old guy. I'm going to go stay with Bruce Davidson for just a week to get a little tuned up for Rolex with my jumping and whip me into shape, hopefully, and then down we go. So.
All right, well, it's very fun to watch these West Coast riders. And your favorite thing about being at Galway Downs?
Boy, that is so hard to say. Everything, the volunteers are great. The judging is always top notch. The footing is great. The fences are beautiful. The courses are beautiful. I have to say, I think, don't tell the Broussards, but this is probably my favorite West Coast event.
All right, well, certainly fun. We can say that one's not fully West Coast and keep it easy, but good luck to KRISTI and R-Star tomorrow, and thanks so much for watching today. That's it for our Day 1 competition coverage here at Galway Downs. I'm Frankie Terriot. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to tune in tomorrow as we bring you the finale of cross-country competition here from Temecula, California. A big thank you to our sponsors and everyone for making this show possible. We'll see you tomorrow.